Hi, I'm Mars from Carp School and I'm going to show you how to tie the blowback rig, a really popular anti-ejection rig. Okay, to start this rig, like many other rigs, we're going to form a loop in the end of some braided material. You can of course use plastic coated braid, it's up to you, but we're just using some plain supple braid here. Just create a nice small loop in the end. Trim the tag end off nice and neatly and add a boilie. Like so. We need to add the bait at this stage so that we can see exactly how long a hair to make. Slide that on like so. Okay. Now at this point we're going to add a small ring. I like the round rings. There are a few on the market of different shapes. But these round rings seem to work best for me. And we're just going to slide that on down towards the hook bait. We now want to tie with an overhand knot that ring onto the hook link material, just with a simple overhand knot. And we want it to sit a centimetre away from the boilie. So there we have it, sitting 1 centimetre away, just simply tied on with an overhand knot. Take a hook. I think a long shank hook works best with this style of rig. And we're going to just slide the hook through the metal ring. Now, at this point, I put the metal ring right at the end of the shank, just where it stops being straight and starts the bend of the hook. Try and keep it there in that position, whilst tying a knotless knot by passing the hook through the eye, like so, coming through towards the point. Come round the back, never round the front, but always come round the back once, twice, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. Just hold it in that pinch between my thumb and my forefinger, just so that those rolls don't undo, and then pass the tag end of the hook link back through the eye of the hook, again coming down towards the point. And pull that on down to complete the knotless knot. To finish this rig, it certainly works better if you add some shrink tube. I've got 1 centimetre here of shrink tube. That seems to be about the right length. And we're going to slide that on down, pass it over the eye of the hook and over the rolls of the knotless knot. We're then going to steam that over a kettle, over the spout of a kettle, so that it creates a nice aggressive angle like so, making sure that it's dead in line with the point. There's no working it off at one angle or the other will severely affect the mechanics of the rig. It's so important that it comes dead in line with the point and down at a nice angle like so. So we're going to take that across to the kettle and steam that shrink tube down. Okay, so making sure that we're pulling the shrink tube down dead in line with the point of the hook, we're going to hold the shrink tube in the steam of the kettle there, creating a nice aggressive angle, making sure we're staying in line with the point of the hook, like so. That's shrunk down nicely. And there's one last thing that we're going to do for this blowback rig is stick a little bit here of tungsten putty, just 1 or 2 inches or a couple of inches down the hook link, like so. And that helps the mechanics of this rig, so that when a fish picks up the bait, what's happening is that the weight of this putty here is making sure that hook turns and falls down nicely into the bottom of the fish's mouth. As the bait is ejected, it's doing so like that and not pulling the bend of the hook back as with other rigs. The bait can be freely ejected, leaving the hook sitting in a prone position, ready to catch hold of the bottom lip of a fish's mouth. So there you have it. Blowback rig, very popular. and mechanically quite a sound rig. So there you go, the Blowback Rig.